What is up, YouTube? This is ProtoDemn, and I am bringing you guys another Pokemon Online battle right now. This one was an underused battle against a guy he goes by the name of Immortal Muffin on PO, but here on YouTube he goes by the name of MonkStorm. Cool guy, met him on the ladder. I started off with my Crobat. He had Stay-By. He goes for the Will-O-Wisp as I taunt him, and he switches out to a Quillfish right here. Gets the Intimidate, and I go for the U-turn, which does shit because of Burn, -1 attack, resistance, and he had leftovers, so it's like I did shit that turn. Oh well. I was going for the Earthquake. He saw that coming, and he switches into a Flygon. Pretty good predict on his part. He got the immunity to the Earthquake. Switches out again, goes into Stay-By, and I switched out as well and went to Crest. That was good on my part because he would have went for the burn, obviously. He does go for the Will-O-Wisp here just to annoy my Cresselia, I guess, since Cresselia isn't really an offensive Pokemon at all. I go to Shadow Ball, I get 1. He gets special defense drop 1. Alright, no problem. Confuses me, I go for another Shadow Ball. Oh, look at that. -2 special defense now. Like, I didn't understand that hex. Now, Pokemon Online sometimes it's a little messed up, the hex. Just sometimes. He switches into Flygon here, and I end up hitting him with a Shadow Ball on the switch. Doesn't really do much. I have my Cresselia invested in defenses and HP. He goes for the U-turn right there, and because my defensive EVs, it doesn't do too much damage. And right here, I think I went for the either the Moonlight or I don't know. No, never mind. I hurt myself in my confusion there. Here he goes for the Quiver Dance, and then I go for the Moonlight. This confusion lasted a while, but I only hit myself once. Right there, since I saw his Lilligant go for the Quiver Dance, I decided to bring out my Crobat, and he goes for the second Quiver Dance, so he's got ×2 in every stat. Right now, he goes for Hidden Power, which almost kills me. Fortunately, I do survive and manage to get off the haze and bring him to pretty much resetting his stats. And I survive that with 5% HP. I go for the taunt just so that he can't use any more Quiver Dances, and he ends up killing my Crobat with a Giga Drain, which is pretty funny since I resisted 4 times, but I did have no health. I sent out my Honchkrow. I wanted to go for the Heat Wave, but I guess he predicted it, and he switched into a Quillfish. Maybe he just switched into Quillfish for the -1 attack, expecting like a physical Honchkrow, but this is actually a Sucker Punching Honchkrow with all my other attacks being special. Right, I went for the Sucker Punch there, and he actually went for Toxic Spikes, which pretty much sucks for me. He goes for another layer of Toxic Spikes. I didn't care too much. I went for the Dark Pulse, and Quillfish goes down. So I'm ahead right now. Actually, no, it's one apiece now. He goes into Evire, I go into Crest, and just because Cresselia was my only wall on this team, and it ends up doing enough damage for that I would have survived, but because of the burn I end up dying, so that's unfortunate on my part, but it's alright. Here I make a good prediction. I decided to go into Mammothline. I know he's protecting the Earthquake, so I go for Icicle Crash instead, as he switches in Flygon, and Flygon's dead, but that's amazing. So that was a good prediction on my part, and we're tied 4 apiece. He goes into Stay-By here. I switch out into Honchkrow. Thinking back now, I don't know why I did that. I think when I was playing the battle, I was afraid of Burn from Will-O-Wisp, which is pretty stupid considering the fact that I was already poisoned. Like, sometimes I miss things like that. And he goes with a Burn there, and right after I switch into Confusion, and he keeps recovering, and I'm gonna hit him with Dark Pulses now. And Dark Pulse actually does a good deal of damage. It did 69, 69. It did 69% of his HP in that turn. This time it does like 71, I think, when I hit him. Yeah, it did 71 here. So that whole max min damage thing is really a pain in the ass sometimes. He goes for another recover. He's at 72%. Last time I did 71, but it ends up doing 72% this time. And Burn and Life Orb ends up killing me. So we're tied at 3 apiece. This battle is really close. It's a really good one. He goes into Alakazam's, but as I go into my right account, he switches out into Lilligant, probably to resist the electric type attack, which I go for the Volt Switch, and it still does almost pass because of my choice specs, so that was pretty good on my part. He ends up going for the Giga Drain here, gets a crit, but to be honest, it didn't really bother me that much. I go for the Flare Blitz, and I take down his Lilligant, and I take recoil damage, toxic damage, and Life Orb damage, and Arcanine goes down as well. And we're tied at 2 apiece. I send out Mammothline. It's the best Pokemon I have right now. He sends in Evire, and I go for the Earthquake and kill his Electivire, so he's down to his last Pokemon with Alakazam. So he's got Alakazam, he survives an Earthquake with a Sash and goes for Energy Ball, which I survive. Then I also survived the Toxic, and I don't know what the hell I did here. I guess I just didn't want him to. I mean, I outsped the Alakazam. I have no idea what the hell I was doing there. I just switched down to Raikou, probably just for the hell of it. He goes for an Energy Ball, ends up with a Special Defense drop, and he goes for a Side Shock, and I end up surviving it, and going for a Hidden Power. I don't know why I switched out into Raikou. Let's just say it's because I love my electric type Pokemon. And that was the battle. So if you guys want to check out this guy's channel, I'm gonna leave the links in the description. MonkStorm. Yeah, there we go. Sorry. Yeah, you know, great guy and pretty good battler. So hopefully I'll get some more replays with this guy because this game was pretty close. And that's it for now. Maybe I'll try uploading my tournament battles, or because about that Pokemon Online tournament that I talked about in my last video. I'll either like give you guys news on how I'm doing, or I'll just upload the battles. Although I'll be less likely to upload the battles. I don't want my opponents knowing like what kind of Pokemon I'm using. So probably just give you guys news on how I'm doing. The first round is underway now, and I messaged my opponent, so hopefully I'll get a battle with him. And that's it for this battle. So I'll see you guys in my next video. Peace.